Welcome to Speak. I'm Joy Taylor. Emmanuel Acho is out today. He'll be back with us tomorrow, joined as always by Dave Hellman and LaShawn 252 Live McCoy, and James Jones is joining us today. Welcome, James.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Good to have you.
What's up, brother? What's up, big dog?
We've had a little fun in our pre-show meeting, so we got a spicy show for you today. Also, I couldn't start with the monologue standing. I'm too short to jump into the chair, so we're going to be doing it at the desk today. But let's get started in Dallas, where Dak Prescott is set to return this Sunday for the 4-2 Cowboys. Cooper Rush, Super Cooper, led the team to a 4-1 record after Dak sustained a fractured thumb in Dallas' Week 1 loss to the Bucs. So the Cowboys' $160 million man practiced Wednesday and is expected to get the bulk of the first team reps today. So Dak is back. Shady. Have the Cowboys' expectations changed for you since the beginning of the season?
Are you excited that Dak is back?
I'm thrilled. I cannot wait.
Are you
For
excited
this
too?
game.
100%. Okay, that's two of them. Anyway, I would say yes, they have changed. I think with the Cowboys, we all expected that them guys would be just okay, right? Got Dak as a top 15 quarterback,
top
right?
15. Ooh, 160, say top 15?
Okay. They had some injuries at the line. They had Amari Cooper left. So we didn't think they would be like super good. We thought it'd be okay. But sure enough, they're doing really, really well. I think a lot of it has to do with Cooper Rush, right? Cooper Rush going in there, doing a great job as a backup, and then that defense playing lights out, and the Cowboys run the ball. So yes, I think it's changed for me.
Dave, have your expectations changed since the beginning of the season?
I'm really glad you're here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw that out there. No, I mean, ironically, I agree with Shady. They really have. And what you said is perfect because, look, we got to look at the Cowboys when Dak was healthy. They played 55 minutes with him, and they looked awful. I thought Amari Cooper leaving was going to be a drastic blow. It has been. The offensive line looked like a mess. And I didn't believe in the defense to the degree that I do now after 6 weeks of watching them ball out. This is a better team than I gave it credit for. I worry about the offense. Like, this team is not going to lead the league in offense the way they did last year. I don't believe that. But with a defense like this, you upgrade the quarterback position drastically. Yeah, I think, I came into the season thinking Cowboys were an 8 or 9 win team. I think they can be better than that based on what we've seen, for sure.
Well, James, this is your first time here with us. We did not speak very highly of what our expectations for the Cowboys before the season. And then certainly after Week 1, Dave and I had the season over for the Cowboys.
I wrote them off completely.
I don't know if Shady was still out.
I didn't write them off. I said they still Cooper Rush.
That is when the belief in Cooper Rush.
I said give him a shot. Give him a shot.
First one on the Cooper Rush bandwagon. Yeah. That is right. You did not sell them out because you had faith in Cooper.
Yeah.
But what were your expectations for the Cowboys before the season?
I think this is the only part of the show that we're going to agree with Shady on this side of the table, which is all good, right? Because, no, we did not have these expectations for the Cowboys, right? Offensive line, not as good, right? Zeke, not as good anymore. Everybody's saying, is it him or Pollard? Amari Cooper out of the building, their best receiver on their football team gone. Right? So this defense, we did not know it was going to look like this. We did not know Micah Parsons was going to be Defensive Player of the Year is what he's looking like. Lawrence Taylor, out there looking like that. But at the same time, with all that being said, we didn't know that they were going to look like this, right? Dak goes down, right? Cooper Rush comes in, throws for 100 yards a game. Throws for 100 yards a game, and we see how good this defense is. And this defense, DeMarcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons, getting after the quarterback, playing really well, getting takeaways, scoring on defense, right? It's an elite defense that can lead you into the playoffs, into the Super Bowl. And now you get your superstar quarterback back in the building in Dak Prescott, who makes this team 1,000% better than Cooper Rush does, right? Whether he won or not, right? So with that being said, this team has an opportunity to go chase a championship now. That's the type of caliber team the Dallas Cowboys are, right? Defense travels. You have a big-time defense. You have a quarterback. Now, one thing that they did get with Cooper Rush coming into the game, right? Kellen Moore did a really good job of really simplifying a lot of things. We are going to run it. Right? We are going to run it, and when it comes third down, we'll get ourselves in really good situation, play situational football, and throw the ball. That don't need to change just because Dak Prescott, $160 million guy, coming in there. Do not get pass happy and let him sit in the pocket and let these pass rushers come get him because the O-line is not that. Keep the same formula, run it, ball out of hands. This team really good.
So I think they have changed, and it's kind of crazy. Now, there's nothing in this cup, so there's no Cowboys juice in there.
Oh, it's something over there. There's something over there. Cowboy gum. Y'all chewing gum?
I was before the show.
earlier.
Cowboy sugar going around. But it is, because we didn't have high expectations from the season. I wrote them off with Dave after week 1. It looked like the season was over.
They looked so bad.
And that's kind of what
They looked so bad, man. They looked awful.
Do you know the numbers?
Week 1.
I'll give you the numbers. Week 1. Dak Prescott, the top 10 quarterback.
Playing a really good defense.
Wait 1 second. He had 134 yards, 0 touchdowns.
I know.
I can't wait till
he did have one pick.
We're putting that stat
He
line
put
to
up 3
rest
points
on
and he took
Sunday
an L.
afternoon.
I don't know if you knew the numbers. I don't know if you knew it. Sorry, Joe.
Everybody was struggling week 1, though. Tom had 1 touchdown passes, just one more than Dak.
W.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Plenty of Tom and Aaron later. But no, it was bad. And there were also injuries outside of Dak Prescott. It was very bleak. But that's kind of what is crazy to me, because normally with the Dallas Cowboys, all of us, except for Dave, of course, who don't have to really follow the Cowboys hype, which I guess, Dave, you don't have to be excited about.
I try not to, but when you're just that invested, it's you got to do what you got to do.
So it usually feels like fool's gold. But James, to your point, the things that they're doing travel, and they last. And they look consistent, which is interesting to me. But you dropped the Super Bowl contender line, so we have to go back to that.
Let's talk about
it. You
it.
think that the Dallas Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders?
I think the Dallas Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders with this defense, with Dak Prescott coming back. If they can stay healthy on the defensive side of the ball and do what they've been doing on the offensive side of the ball, they are Super Bowl contenders. I know he's a Cooper Rush fan. If Dak Prescott is in that Eagles game, the Eagles lose that ball game to the Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott under center. The way that defense came out in the second half and played, the many opportunities they gave Cooper Rush, 3 takeaways they got on Cooper Rush. Dak is not throwing them balls the way Cooper Rush was throwing them against the Eagles. Then you got to account for Dak Prescott's legs as well. You got to play him a little different. This is a Super Bowl caliber team if they can stay healthy.
Now, you're high on Cooper Rush, not so much on Dak, but what do you think about Super Bowl contentions? I'm not ready to go that far.
I would say this. I think he has a point. He's getting somewhere. I think just getting there, right? Like last year, the Rams, right? They were Super Bowl. They won Super Bowl, and they were like the 4th seed.
Yeah.
So I think just getting to the playoffs is that's the main step. Just getting there.
Got to punch a ticket.
And everybody can have a chance. So he's right, I guess, of having a chance. Hey, look, we all have chances, right? I mean, I have a chance to make it in the NFL again, right? I'm retired for 2 years. I have a chance. They have a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Telling me there's a chance. So my thing is, they do have a shot. Great defense. We have a great defense and a solid running game. You always have a chance. So I'm being funny, but he's right.
Well,
you're not going to hear me say that just for whatever.
No, I can't.
That's just past experience. That's just past experience. I can't do it.
Because we've seen what they do in the postseason.
Yeah.
So to me,
What they do?
Lose.
they lose.
That's what it's about.
They lose.
They lose. Now, they do like to get to the postseason.
Right.
So it's not that they don't make it there. But Jerry said at the beginning of the season, the standards for this year is to make noise in the postseason. What was the
viable
in
the playoffs.
postseason? To me, at least with Dallas Cowboys, means winning a game.
Got to win a game
In the postseason. So Dak returns to a team that went 4-1 with backup Cooper Rush. So is there extra pressure on Dak Prescott now, Dave?
There has to be, and no, I'm so happy you're here, James. I mean, he is a definitive upgrade over Cooper Rush. He always has been, but Cooper Rush just won 4 out of 5 games. The guy that's making $600K, who had only started 1 game in his career, he did. I mean, you were kind of kidding, Shady, but like he did save the season. He did, because like if they lose every game, if they lose every game that he starts, we're not leading the show with the Cowboys. We're not doing it. So. Knowing that a much lesser quarterback won 4 or 5 games puts a ton of pressure on Dak, because if he has to win, but even if he wins and looks doing it, it's going to be a talking point.
See, I disagree with that.
But he's Cooper Rush, and this is Dak Prescott.
I disagree with that. I think at the end of the day, the wins and losses are all that matters. Style points are important when you're trying to get a contract. Style points are important in a close game, in a Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes matchup where it's a rivalry. But wins and losses, especially for the Cowboys at this point in the season, coming off of the performances that Cooper has had, which, Dave, you and I have talked about a lot, the numbers aren't spectacular, but what they weren't were inefficient, and what they weren't were mistakes. So to me, Dak doesn't have to look spectacular or special. He just has to not mess it up.
I agree to a point, and for the record, like inside the building, of course, the coaching staff and the players and the people that work at the facility, all that matters is winning. But this is the biggest, most polarizing team in all of football. And if Dak, he can get by with looking okay, but like if you're turning the ball over, if you're missing open receivers as a $40 million quarterback, it's going to create chatter. I've lived in that city. When the Cowboys were winning 11 games with Dak, when he was playing great as a rookie, there was constant chatter back and forth. Would this team be better off with Tony Romo? Would they be better off with Dak Prescott? I don't think it's going to be the same of like, should they put Cooper Rush back in there? I don't think anybody's going to go that far, except maybe Shady. But it's an issue. But no, the expectations and the happiness change when you're talking about a $40 million quarterback.
We're not even going to let Shady go.
No. This is what I see. Nobody wants to keep it real on the show, but I got to do it. America, I got to do it. First of all, yes, I do think that I won't say Dak is a way better quarterback than Cooper Rush. I'll say he's more experienced. Bigger playbook, right? Bigger game plan. I get that. Cooper Rush, he's new at it. This is what I will say, though. It's real pressure, though. Let me tell you about these Dallas fans, right? Let's say Dak goes out there, he loses 2 games in a row. Oh, my God. Every freaking media platform, every show, we're going to talk about it.
Yes.
If the Dallas Cowboys are in trouble, they need to go back to Cooper Rush. So, yes, it's going to be major pressure for this guy. And then, and one thing about Dallas Cowboys, because I've been playing them for quite some time, so I know how they operate. If they win 2-3 games in a row, oh, my God, they're a Super Bowl contender. Sorry. If they lose 2 in a row, oh, my God, we got to fire Mike McCarthy. So let's not get crazy. Dallas Cowboys, they create pressure just being that type of franchise.
I completely agree with you.
So if he doesn't do well, Cooper Rush, get ready.
Nah,
so
that ain't happening.
Who was your backup in Philly when you was cooking and you was back? Who was your backup?
I had quite a few.
Right. Just give me one. Because if
a real good one or just like
a good one, a solid one.
Darren Sproles is my best backup.
So now if you go down and Darren Sproles come in there and he has 200-yard games, and
it's different though because Sproles is a lot better than Cooper Rush, and I'm a way lot better than Dak Prescott. Let's use somebody else.
Dak Prescott signed $160 million because he's a quarterback that can take you to the Super Bowl, bro.
It's the market.
No, bro.
We watch every year quarterbacks
showed that.
No. Every year we watch
Dak
quarterbacks.
Prescott has thrown 500, 400, 300. Like, he had the number 1 scoring offense. Like, Dak has showed that he is that guy at the quarterback position. And it ain't even close comparison to Cooper Rush, bro. That's disrespect to Dak saying Cooper Rush is on Dak Prescott level.
I didn't say that.
You don't think that
yes,
there's more pressure
I said with more time
now because of what Cooper has done, though?
No.
And consider that it is the Dallas Cowboys.
I don't, and the reason why I say that is because you said a very good point. You said Jerry Jones says we got to make noise where?
Playoffs.
In the playoffs, right? So this regular season stuff means nothing. If Dak, like you said, if Dak goes out there and he throws for 50 yards and they win, it's a W. It doesn't matter how he look. The only thing that matters for Dak and the pressure that's on Dak is when you get into the playoffs with this really good team and really good defense, and you don't deliver us a playoff win, that's the pressure when pressure's on Dak. Right now, beating the Detroit Lions and beating the Chicago Bears, I think is they next to, that's not no pressure on Dak Prescott. The pressure is when you get into these playoffs and get ready to go. And if you are a Cowboys fan and you do lose one of these games and you saying Cooper Rush, you are tripping.
Hey, George, before we
up.
go to the next segment, I just want to ask this guy one question.
You tripping.
This guy right to the left. You saying disrespectful be on the same level, right? You said
yes,
that.
because you comparing Cooper Rush to Dak Prescott. That's disrespectful, bro. He's not on Dak level.
Dak Prescott was once Cooper Rush.
But playing at a way higher level than Cooper Rush. If you're looking at the eyeball test, Cooper Rush is winning throwing for 100 yards. Dak didn't take Romo's spot throwing for 100 yards. Dak took Romo's spot.
All I'm going to say is if they lose to the Lions and the Bears, it's going to be mayhem in Dallas, no matter what that contract is.
It's going to be.
Speaking
it is.
Of
no, you're right.
Coming up, the Packers are already 2 games back in the NFC